We are 4NC. We are a community coalition for North County. This is a group of organizations and individuals that got together, started talking about what are the local issues that we're concerned about. There's some equity issues between us and the rest of the county. So what we wanted to do as a coalition was to try organizing different events and campaigns to highlight different issues. So here we find ourselves for South City, AFT Local 1481, the Jefferson Federation of Teachers here at the Jefferson Union High School District, AFT Local 1493, which is the San Mateo Community College Federation of Teachers, and the AFT Local 3267, Jefferson Elementary Federation of Teachers, LIA, Migrant Youth for Change and Action, and Migrante North San Mateo County, and several individuals. So can we give a round of applause for 4NC, please, for putting this together? So I would like to recognize the 5 people and the 4 people who are here with us tonight for stepping up into this leadership position. I imagine that sitting there tonight, talking to you, knowing that this is going to be recorded and then put out on YouTube is a little bit daunting, but each of the candidates here has stepped up because they feel that it's important for there to be strong leadership in this community. So can we give them another round of applause? Tonight, as you've probably heard me mention, unfortunately, Dana Claire Smith has canceled. She's ill. So we have the 4 candidates that are here before you. So we'll start here and work our way that way in alphabetical order by last name. We have Braxton Lethco. Get a round of applause, please. Just a welcoming round of applause. Does not indicate vote. Gabriella Makstman. Juslyn Manalo. And Glenn Sylvester. I want to let everyone know that we actually did give the questions to the candidates beforehand because our interest here isn't really to surprise anyone at this point. Our interest is really to give them some time to be really thoughtful about these questions and these issues that have come up from our community and to give them the space to really share who they are and what they're about and how they stand on these different issues. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and hand this over to Nikki Santiago, who will be our MC for the evening. Can we give her a round of applause?
Good evening. My name is Nikki Santiago Victoria, and I am here representing Migrante Northern San Mateo County. We're also part of the Coalition for North County. So without further ado, I would like to introduce our first candidate, Braxton Lethco.
Thanks, Nikki. So I just want to introduce myself. My name is Braxton Lethco. I rent a 1-bedroom apartment on School Street. You probably have maybe see me running up and down top of the hill. That's like my morning battle every day. So I teach high school math in East Oakland, and I teach in a little bit of a different style. I have 100% of my kids finish their work online. They're always working on Khan Academy. That's kind of like my go-to. But my vision for them to teach math and teaching them math is not really about them learning formulas, but it's about them learning to teach themselves stuff for the rest of their lives. Most of them won't use math in their day-to-day jobs, like calculus or pre-calculus, but most of them will come up with problems for the rest of their lives that they need to solve. That's what math is about, and that's why I'm so passionate about it. I feel, when I tell people about working in education, I feel like I'm trying to get to the moon in the 50s. That's what I always say. It's this crazy problem where we need fresh ideas and solutions. Some of it's from alt schools, some of it's from public, some of it's from charter, some of it's from Khan. It's like this wild beast that we're all trying to tackle at the same time, and there's so many problems with it. My wife and I live over on School Street, like I said, and my dad actually grew up over off Junipero Serra on a street called Casey Street, which is just barely in South San Francisco. And if you can imagine this, he moved out of Daly City more than 40 years ago because it was too expensive for his family. The same struggle is happening with my wife and I as we are concerned about this as a place to raise our kids. So as a place where we would like to settle down, renting a 1-bedroom apartment, I'm not sure that is a guarantee. But Daly City is a place that we love, and we'd love to stay here, and that's the perspective that I bring to the Daly City Council.
Sorry, that's time. We'll move on to Miss Gabriella Makstman.
Thank you so much for 4NC for organizing our first debate, and thank you for everyone who's here to participate. I'm excited at the opportunity to introduce myself to you and help you get to know who I am and why I'm running for City Council. I'm a proud Daly City resident. I've lived here for almost a decade, I'm raising my family here. I've lived in both this neighborhood, Serramonte, as well as now I live in Southern Hills. I'm proud to be the only immigrant running. My parents and my mother is here today, brought me to this country for a better life. And I'm lucky to be the only working mother of 2 young girls standing before you today. I understand how tough it is to balance the ever-rising cost of housing, family expenses, and the paycheck that seems to cover less and less of what we need to survive. I've walked every corner of this campaign, and I've heard how the council is not willing to help when rich developers break promises to the community and grants that were supposed to stabilize housing are pocketed by the council friends without any relief for our people. I've heard that the council is just fine with the way that things are and they don't think anything needs to change, that we don't need new business in this city. Most of us have to slug it in the long commutes north or south while the council blocks every attempt to attract more companies here and even make it easier for our local city businesses to expand. You and I deserve to know why the powerful and the city council friends get breaks and the small guy and gal get ignored. Frankly, you and I deserve better. That's why I'm running. I'm running to make things better for my 2 daughters, for all of you, and for our future. I have a strong plan to change things, and I bring over a decade of financial planning and analysis experience. I've worked in both nonprofits and private companies, helping companies get back on strong financial footing, grow, and manage their expenses. I've served as both the president and the treasurer at Village Serramonte Board of Directors, and I made tough choices
Sorry, that's time.
Thank you. I had like 3 words to say, but thanks.
We'll
Sorry.
move on to Ms. Juslyn Manalo.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Juslyn Manalo, and thank you for this opportunity for NC and all of you to hear why I'm running today for City Council. My name is Juslyn Manalo, and I'm a Daly City native. I grew up here in Daly City from the age of 8 years old, and I'm a proud alumni of Woodrow Wilson Elementary and also Ben Franklin Elementary School and also Jefferson High School. For me, Daly City is a place I grew up and I've seen now in my adult years, and I want to give back to the city that raised me. I also received my public administration degree in the School of Public Affairs and Civic Engagement, and with this, I want to serve my community. Currently, I'm the Personnel Commissioner for the City of Daly City and also the Chairwoman for the SamTrans Citizen Advisory Committee. I worked in the nonprofit sector for close to 15 years and seen firsthand how you work with residents, seniors, and to listen to the needs of the people and address them through programming and advocacy. My wide range of experiences also is going to provide a great benefit to policymaking. I worked and have a track record with city officials around policy initiatives which encompasses necessary advocacy and cooperation. We need to work together. I've also had vast experience in working in community development, where we have to recognize that private-public partnerships can boost our local economy when done responsibly. I have experience in analyzing city budgets, programs, and ordinances. Also, Daly City has the potential to create economic
Sorry,
opportunities.
that's time. We'll move on to Glenn Sylvester.
Good evening, everyone. Glenn Sylvester. I'm originally from Brooklyn, New York. I came out to California when I was 16 and entered the workforce at 17. I moved to Daly City in 1988. I've been a proud resident since. When I first took my job as a police officer in 1978, I couldn't afford to live here. So we moved to Pittsburgh, California. And until I fell asleep on the freeway, my wife says, nope, we're going back. So that's why I ended up in Daly City. I've been married 42 years. I have 4 children, all of whom attended public schools here in Daly City, and they are all gainfully employed in the public service sector. Thank you so much, Daly City. I'm currently also on the board of directors for the San Francisco Police Credit Union. I've been there for 6 years. We handle a budget of $780 million with 37,000 members. And we, as a board of directors, we see to the direction of how our credit union is going to go. I'm also involved with numerous nonprofits organizations, and when I retired in 2011, I received a call, and they asked me to become part of a planning commission for Daly City, and I've been a planning commissioner since. So I've seen new development. I know about our housing issue. I know about the mandate for Daly City to increase its housing force by 15% by the year 2022. I have the endorsements of Senator Mark Leno, Phil Ting, Assemblymember Kevin Mullen. I'm proud to have the San Mateo Democrats, the Sierra Club, San Mateo Labor, and I'm one of 2 candidates that also has the endorsement of police and fire. What I bring to you folks is fairness, sincerity, energy, and when I handle calls, I always believe—
Sorry, that's time.
Thank you very much.